So I got a lot of really weird answers. I was just sitting there trying to hold back laughter. Some people are really uneducated, let's just put it that way. Someone said, you know if another person likes you if they're eating bananas. Someone else said that your pupils dilate, like 41%, 42%. They gave me a specific percent. I think the one that was most diverse was what percent of our brain do we use? And everyone seemed to have, you know, their own idea of what percentage we actually use. I got 60%, I got 15%, 10%, 50%. Someone said 0%. Several people mentioned different movies when I brought up that question of Race to Witch Mountain, Star Wars, things that are in the media that influence people's minds. There's a lot of misconceptions out there about that. A lot of people felt pretty passionate about that teachers should help students find their learning styles. Some people were really confident in the answers that they gave me. One person I interviewed, after I asked what percent of your brain do you use, they said, I'm not stupid, I know I only use 10% of my brain. Like, it was obvious, and they were so confident about the answer that they had told me, but I knew it wasn't right. And then at the end I had to go ahead and tell them, you know, what the correct answers were. It was kind of hard sometimes to tell people the truth because they were so sure of themselves. And I guess that's kind of where the overconfidence plays in, and like the confirmation and hindsight bias. After we were done, they're like, oh, I knew that all along. You know, I thought it was a trick question. And so that's kind of how the hindsight bias played into this. For the definition of psychology, I got a lot of people saying very similar stuff about the study of your brain and your mind and stuff like that, but not very many people seem to know anything about any psychological principles or anything. These misconceptions are spread around because of movies and such. The older people that I interviewed thought that youth did work hard, and the younger people thought that youth didn't work hard, which was kind of weird. I guess that you'd call that underconfidence. They would sit there and think about the question for a really long time because they wanted to get the answer right. And so I think some people kind of picked up on that some of these might be trick questions. It was just really interesting that people took so long to try to make sure that they said the right thing. I think the one that the people got right the most was, does watching violent media make children more criminal? And almost everyone said no, which was kind of surprising to me because I feel like that's a common misconception. But I guess a lot of the people I interviewed wanted the answer to be no because, you know, maybe they participate in violent media or whatever. Well, that's my video.